11th question, tan inverse of 2 cos of 2 sin inverse of half. Correct? You have 3 different trigonometric functions. So you have to do one by one. First sine inverse of 1 by 2 enna. So I have sine inverse of 1 by 2 equals y. This is my first step. Then I have half equals the sine comes to the other side. Sine y. What is the range of values? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. I need to find for what value of y it is half. Appo y kenna value varum 0 1 by 2. So 30 degrees, which is pi divided by 6. So I have half equals sine pi by 6. So sine inverse of 1 by 2 is going to be pi divided by 6, and this belongs to the range. Irka? So whatever you found out is correct. So when you substitute it in the question, what do I have? Tan inverse of 2 cos of 2 sine inverse 1 by 2. So it will be 2 times sine inverse 1 by 2 is pi by 6. Pi divided by 6. So I'll cancel the 2 and the 6. So I'll get pi by 3. So what is the next step? Tan inverse of 2 cos of pi divided by 3. Cos pi divided by 3, and this is a constant outside cos. It is 2 into cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is cos 60, which is 0 1 by 2. So it will be 1 by 2. So tan inverse of 2 times cos pi by 3 is 1 divided by 2. The 2 and the 2 gets cancelled. So I have tan inverse of 1. I need to find the value of tan inverse of 1. What is tan inverse of 1? First step, I need to equate this to y. You know that is pi by 4, but step up. So I have tan inverse of 1 equals y. So I have 1 equals tan y. For what value of y? Y will be pi divided by 4. What are the range of values? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So I have 1 equals tan pi by 4. So what is tan inverse of 1? It is pi divided by 4. So what is my final answer? Pi divided by 4. Okay. Cot of tan inverse of a plus cot inverse of a. In a formula padichom, tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x equals pi by 2. You remember this? So this is simply cot of pi divided by 2. What is cot of pi divided by 2 be? Cos pi by 2 divided by sin pi by 2. Correct? What is cos pi by 2? 0. Sin pi by 2 is 1. So I have 0 divided by 1, which is 0. Okay. So this is my 13th question. So I'm going to do this separately and do this separately, then add them. Okay. So first in the term eduthukalama. So what do I have? Sin inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x square. So what do you see here? This is very similar to the form of sin 2 theta. Correct? So I'm going to take x to be tan theta. So your theta value will be tan inverse of x. Correct? So I'm going to substitute sin inverse of 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. What is 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta? It is sin 2 theta. Correct? So you have sin inverse of sin 2 theta, which is simply 2 theta. Theta and tan inverse of x. So 2 tan inverse of x. So this is your first part. Second part and you have this particular thing. So I have cos inverse of 1 minus y square divided by 1 plus y square. So I am going to take y to be tan of something else, tan phi. I have taken theta already here. So I have y equals tan phi. So phi will be tan inverse of y. So what do you have here? Cos inverse of 1 minus tan square phi divided by 1 plus tan square phi. So this will be cos inverse of, this is one of the forms of cos 2 theta. Correct? So you have cos 2 phi. So this will simply be 2 phi. And what is your phi? 2 tan inverse of y. Correct? Now, I am going to substitute this in the question. So what do I have? Tan of 1 by 2 times sin inverse of this particular thing will become 2 tan inverse of x plus cos inverse of 1 minus y square divided by 1 plus y square will become 2 tan inverse of y. So I have 2 tan inverse of y. When I take the 2 outside, it gets cancelled with this. Correct? So I'll have tan of 1 by 2. So I'll have tan 1 by 2 times 2 into tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. You simply have to substitute the formula for this. The 2 and the 2 gets cancelled. So I have tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y and tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. So I have tan inverse of theta is again theta. What is my theta here? X plus y divided by 1 minus xy. This is my final answer. Okay. 14th question, sine inverse of 1 by 5 plus cos inverse of x is given to be 1. You need to find the value of x. Okay, please pay attention to this question. This question is a little tricky but very easy. Okay, so please pay attention. So in that sine of a plus b. So consider this to be your a and consider this to be your b. What formula do you know? Sine of a plus b is going to be sine a cos b minus cos a sin b plus cos a sin b. You remember this? Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Correct? So when I substitute, what will I get? Sin a. What is my a here? Sin inverse of 1 by 5. So sin a. Cos b. What is my cos b? Cos of b. So cos inverse of x plus cos a sin b. So it will be cos a. What is my a? Sin inverse of 1 by 5 times sin b. What is my b? Cos inverse of x. Okay, so this is my first step. What can I do? I see that sin inverse of theta will simply become theta. So 1 divided by 5. Cos inverse of theta will simply become theta, which is x. This is one term. Plus, I have cos of sin inverse of something. I do not know any formula which deals with cos and sin inverse together. Correct? So if I have cos inverse of something here, I can write this as simply the value that is here. Correct? So if in the sine, I am going to try and convert this in terms of cos, and similarly whatever is here in terms of cos, I am going to change that in terms of sine. So I will write this step later. So I need to first convert this particular thing. So in the sine and cos I am going to change this sine in terms of cos. How can I change that? I have sine inverse of 1 divided by 5 to be some value y. Okay, I am going to do this. So I have 1 divided by 5 is my sin y. What relation do you know when it comes to sine and cos? You know that sin square y plus cos square y equals 1. So you can find your cos value from this. So what do I have? Cos square y equals 1 minus sin square y, which is going to be 1 divided by 25. So this will be 25 minus 1 divided by 25, which is 24 divided by 25. So I have cos square y to be 24 divided by 25. So what is my cos y? It will be the square root of this. So in the denominator, I will have a 5. Numerator line 24 2 12s are, 2 6 are, 2 3s are. So this can be taken out of the square root. So this can be written as 2 root 6. So 2 root 6. So from this, I can again take the inverse to the other side. So y equals cos inverse of 2 root 6 divided by 5. Y another, it is this. So this I am calling it as y. I have changed sign in terms of cos. So sin inverse of 1 by 5 is nothing but cos inverse of 2 root 6 divided by 5. Correct? I just found out. Similarly, I need to convert this cos into sin. So I have cos inverse of x to be some z. Okay, that is z in it. So what do I have? X equals cos z. What is the relation again? Sin square z plus cos square z equals 1. I need to change this to sin. So what is my sin square z? 1 minus cos square z. What is cos square z? It is simply x square. So what is my sin z? It is going to be the square root of 1 minus x square. Okay, so I found out z to be sin inverse of square root of 1 minus x square. So I have changed cos inverse of x in terms of sin. I have also done the second step. It was simply I am going to substitute this in the formula. So what do I have? Sin inverse of 1 divided by 5 is going to be 1 by 5 times cos inverse of x is going to be x plus I am going to rewrite this as cos of sin inverse of 1 by 5 becomes cos inverse of 2 root 6 divided by 5 times sin of cos inverse of x becomes sin inverse of 1 minus x square the whole root. Correct? So this is there. So what do I have here? X divided by 5 plus cos inverse of some value will become 2 root 6 divided by 5 and sin inverse of some value will become 1 minus x square. Okay. So I have solved the left hand side. They have given that this is equal to 1. Correct? So what is my next step? I have 1 equals x plus 2 root 6 square root of 1 minus x square divided by 5 and divided by 5. When I take the LCM, the 5 goes to the other side. So what am I left with? 5 minus x. I am going to bring the x to the other side. 5 minus x equals 2 root 6 square root of 1 minus x square. Okay, I am going to square it on both sides now. So I have 5 minus x the whole square. So which will be 5 minus x the whole square equals 2 square root 6 the whole square root of 1 minus x square the whole square. So the square root goes off. So what will I be left with? I have 5 minus x the whole square. So 25 plus x square minus 10x. Right hand side line 2 square is 4 times root 6 times root 6 is 6 and the square root goes off here. So I'll have 1 minus x square inside a bracket. Now I will continue பண்ணலாமா? I'll continue it here. I'm sorry for the mess. So what do I have? 25 plus x square minus 10x equals right hand side line 24 times 1 minus x square. So I have 24 times 1 minus x square. So I'm going to bring the x square terms to one side and the constants to the other side. So I'll have 25 plus x square minus 24x square becomes plus 24x square. Plus 24 becomes minus 24. So minus 24. I have a 10x on the other side. This is equal to 0. Punjada 25x square plus 24 becomes minus 24. Minus 24x square becomes plus 24x square. Minus 10x equals 0. If x square terms. So I have 25x square minus 10x. 25 minus 24 is plus 1 equals 0. Now I need my product to be 25 and the sum to be minus 10. So product 25, sum is minus 10. So it will be minus 5 and minus 5. So I can use splitting the middle term. 25x square minus 5x minus 5x plus 1 equals 0. Taking 5x to be common, I have 5x times 5x minus 1. I also need a 5x minus 1 here. So I'll take minus 1 outside. So what do I have? 5x minus 1 times 5x minus 1, which is 5x minus 1 the whole square, which is equal to 0. Correct? So I have 5x, I'll continue it here. 5x minus 1 equals 0. 5x equals 1, x equals 1 divided by 5. So I found the value of x. Okay, so what did I do? I have sine of a plus b. So sine a cos b, cos a sin b formula use panna. This is sine of sine inverse of something. So it directly becomes 1 by 5. Cos of cos inverse of something, it directly becomes x. But I have cos of sine here. I need to change this sine inverse in terms of cos inverse to apply a similar formula. Correct? So sine in eppadi cos ah maathalam? I can use this relation. I changed sine to cos. Here I need to change this cos to sine. I used a similar relation. I changed it to sine inverse. So in that I have cos of, instead of sine I have cos. Sine inverse of 1 by 5 is nothing but cos inverse of 2 root 6 divided by 5. And cos inverse of x is nothing but sine inverse of square root of 1 minus x square. Okay. So if I simplify panna, cos inverse of cos inverse of something is this term. And sine inverse of something is the root of 1 minus x square. Simply the angle comes outside. Correct? So this is equal to 1 is given in the question. The whole thing is this and this is equal to 1. If LCM edutha, the 5 comes to the other side. I am bringing this x to the left hand side. So I have 5 minus x. In that plus square root. I need to remove the square root. So I am going to square on both sides. So squaring on both sides panna, a minus b the whole square. 2 square root 6 the whole square. Root of 1 minus x square the whole square. So the root goes off. Here the root goes off. Here 2 square is 4. So 4 into 6 into 1 minus x square. In the book a minus b the whole square. So 25 plus x square minus 10x. So in that way, 24 times 1 minus x square. I am multiplying this inside. So I have 24 minus 24x square. That in the book I have plus 24x square minus 24. So I am going to simplify. I am getting a quadratic equation. I am going to use the splitting the middle term. Splitting the middle term panna, I get an equation. So 5x minus 1, the whole square equals 0. So I have x equals 1 by 5. Okay. So inge continue agudhu. Please check. Okay. This is a long question. It's a tricky question, but it is easy if you understand. Okay.